Prajajanarandjana Yamunatira Vanachandi Yamunatira Vanachandi Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Vijanavalava Girivarana Vijanavalava Girivarana Yashodanandana Prajajanarandjana Yashodanandana Prajajanarandjana Yamunatira Vanachandi Yamunatira Vanachandi Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Nitai Gaura Hari Bo Jayam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parila Jagacharya Stota Visishimali Divine Disease Compound Acharya Jagat Guru Shri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parila Jagacharya Stota Visishimali Divine Disease Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Anand Udivaisha Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridasa Ki Friends, Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Ki Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopi Shama Purana Kunda Giri Gauravan Ki Vrindavan Ki Jai Mathuradam Ki Navadu Mayapudam Ki Jai Jagannath Puridam Ki Jai Jamuna Mai Ki Jai Ganges Mai Ki Jai Tulasi Devi Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Nitai Gaura All glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees. Glory to Shishi Guru Shri Gauranga. Vishnu Hare Krishna, Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna, Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshuramitam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manamabhistam Stapitam Jaya Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadatishva Padantikam Vandhyam Sri Gurun Sri Tapalakam Sri Gurun Vaishnava Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahavaragmatam Pitam Tam Sajivam Sadvitam Savadutam Purijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahaguna Lalita Sri Visakantam Cha He Krishna Karana Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gauragi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Prisavana Sujadeti Pranamami Hari Priya Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindhuyaiva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Isopanishad Ki Jai Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai Hare Krishna. Put it in the middle, sorry to disturb you. Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So we continue our reading from Sri Isopanishad. Today we continue from Mantra 1. We just looked at it yesterday. So today we go inside the content. So we're looking at the simple way we can just understand this verse. So that's what we ended yesterday. So Swayambhuva Manu is teaching us that one should take only what is necessary for maintaining the body, and only that which is not contrary to Dharma. This is the gist of this mantra. We should take only what is necessary for maintaining the body. And even that, it should take, while we are taking, it should be within Dharma, not outside. If it is outside Dharma, it is also dangerous. You find a similar verse like this in Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 1, Text 10. Similar. And Prabhupada gave a very, very elaborate purport, more than this, more than here. Canto 8, Chapter 1, Text 10. The same, like this mantra 1. Everything animate or inanimate that is within the universe. What is inanimate? What is inanimate? Inanimate. Huh? What is inanimate? What part of matter? I know it's matter, but what part of matter? Yes, Prabhu, I didn't hear you.
After this, try inside Vishnu.
Inanimate object. What is inanimate object? Yes, Prabhu.
Moving or not moving?
Moving part.
Moving, animate,
Which have no soul. Which is material body, material things, metals.
It's only one question I ask. What is inanimate?
not yet manifested.
In unmanifested object is all inanimate?
Those that is manifested, all that.
Just for example, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is it manifest now? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pastime, is it manifest now? Huh? Is it physically manifest now? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime. Is that inanimate? Huh? Is that inanimate? No. Not something which is not manifest. It is very good for us to understand. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing it because I want us to understand what we're doing. Inanimate object. What is it?
Inanimate means not movable.
Not mover.
Not movable.
Okay.
Inanimate.
Yes, inanimate. What is it? Object. What is it?
Tree.
Tree is animate? Yes, Prabhu.
Table.
Excuse me. Okay. Now you are coming to the point. Yes, Prabhu.
Generally, something, indeed, an inanimate object means an object that there's no life in it.
There's no life in it. Very good. Very good. Yes, Prabhu.
All these, like the table.
We're saying something, Prabhu. Your hand was up. Yeah, say something. No, Prabhu is Bhagwan Prabhu. Bhagwan Prabhu. No life. Thank you. Yes.
All the material things.
Yeah,
Not moving, like tables.
Not all material things. Not all material things. Trees are animate. They have life.
No, I'm not running trees. Like all this.
Which have no soul.
No
Yes.
soul.
Yes, Prabhu.
Even the picture of Krishna, which is inanimate, but it has the same potency. It is inanimate.
Okay. Okay.
Why person?
Thank you. That's very big philosophy. Thank you. Yes.
Yet to be created in future.
Okay, not exactly. Not exactly. Our nails is what? The nail. What is it? Nail. What is it? Eh? Inanimate. It's inanimate. There's no life inside. That's what it means. Simple. Bhagavan Prabhu, Rameshwara Prabhu said.
My chair is inanimate.
Yes.
Like table.
Yes.
Like table.
Yes, like table, yes. Like chair, table, yes. These are inanimate. This is inanimate. And sometimes mountain. Sometimes. Mountain. They are inanimate objects. So Krishna said both the inanimate and animate object belongs to him. That is Krishna's position.
He owns everything.
Yes.
He owns everything.
Yes. Both. So there's nothing which is separate from Krishna. Anything which is separate from Krishna is Maya.
You could say living or non-living?
Both living or not living. Both. We don't create this. Scientists didn't create this. Krishna gave it. So everything is coming from Krishna. Animate and inanimate. They are all Krishna's property. In other words, there is nothing which does not belong to Krishna. He owns everything. Therefore, Magridaha is the word. Magridaha. We should not be greedy. That is the instruction from Isopanishad. We should not be greedy. Greed means what? Whatever we have is not enough. We need more. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? What is wrong with getting more? Yes, Prabhu.
Lust, anger, and greed are three gateways to hellish life.
Okay, very good. Yes.
It never gets satisfied, it agitates more.
It never gets satisfied. Very good. What else? Very good. What is wrong with being greedy? According to Isopanishad, look at the word carefully. What is wrong with it? Yes, sir.
My senior told being greedy is okay, but do for the service of Krishna. Means you earn money more and more, but that if your intention is to earning money for collecting funds and doing service for Krishna, that is good. But if your greedy is to satisfy yourself only and your family, that will create a disaster. Why? Because I think you're asking why greedy is why should not be greedy?
Yes.
Because for the satisfaction of family and ourselves is create lot of arrangement.
Did you look at the verse carefully? My question is inside the verse. So also my answer should be inside the verse. Yes, Prabhu.
We have quota, so what is necessary?
Yeah, already we have quota. So if we are greedy, then we are taking away. We are finishing the quota. Very soon.
Okay, you've gone very close to what I'm looking for. Thank you.
We are taking
Yes,
somebody
complete
else's
it.
property. We are taking somebody else's.
You are interfering with other entities' lives. That is the danger. Certainly, we are going to destroy other. We are going to disturb other entities. That's the danger of it. We are not acting according to Dharma. We are acting outside. Therefore, it is dangerous. Yes, bro.
Well, I was going to say that
Okay.
It reinforces the bodily concept of life because you think it's becoming your property.
Yes.
It's always Krishna's property,
Yes.
and therefore you're just a thief.
That's it. That's
And
it.
what you said is you're definitely affecting others around you.
Exactly.
And from greed comes wars. So there's all kinds of problems from greed.
Thank you. Thank you. So this is the problem. That we will disturb other living entities with our greed. Therefore, it is dangerous and risky. So Isopanishad is teaching us how we should live a holistic life, a life which is approved by the scripture, approved by Krishna. This is human life. In other words, we should live a life of responsibility, which is opposite to animal life. Animal life, there's no responsibility. And you cannot hold them guilty for breaking a traffic rule. Because that is their life. But for human beings, we are responsible for everything that we do. Therefore, it is very important for us to be careful with what we do. And that is why we have to consult the scriptures to see if our activities is within the scriptural injunction. Otherwise, we are creating a problem, not only for the person, for other entities. So Upanishad goes against that. So the heading is the law of nature. Mantra 1 describes how the living entities can again regain their sense of completeness by acting in relationship with Krishna. This action is called Isavashem consciousness. Isavashem consciousness. Another name for Sri Upanishad is what? Isopanishad. Isopanishad. It's another name for Sri Upanishad because of this verse. Isavasya Upanishad. Baldev Bhushan, he explained that Idam Saravam refers to the visible part of the universe. Yat Kinchan. Jagatyam Jagat refers to the invisible part of the universe, the other universes, the entire material creation, having moving and non-moving entities. Though Idam is complete, it is dependent on Ada, Krishna, the beginning of everything. That is our own completeness, that we are sheltered, or we have completely surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is our completeness. So everything depends on the Lord. It's the principle. Everything. And this principle teaches us to become also detached from the material world. Tena tak tena bunjita magrida kasha sweet dana. What will happen to this world if all of us have this kind of consciousness? We see this material world as Krishna's property, and we are engaging everything in this world in Krishna's service. How will this place be called? Vaikuntha. Thank you. We come Vaikuntha. So Isopanishad is creating within our consciousness what? Vaikuntha consciousness. Vaikuntha consciousness is creating. So the principle must be followed. If we want to be happy, if we want to be happy, every living entity struggles so much, working day and night. Yes, so we're very happy, but we don't see someone who is so happy in this material. Why? Because we are living against the principle of Isopanishad. We are living against this principle. Muktanam apisidanam narayana parayana prasanta atma sudurlabha kotishu mune mahamune. Sukadeva Goswami. Among the muktas and the siddhis, millions, koti, millions of siddhas and muktas, prasanta atma sudurlabha. Why? We don't know this principle. Our life is against this principle. So anyone who wants to be happy in this material world, we must follow this principle. This is the process. Accepting and recognizing the position of the Supreme Lord. Who says it? The infallible Veda. How Krishna is a proprietor? How is Krishna the proprietor? Yes, Prabhu.
Because he manifested everything.
He manifested everything. Very good.
As Karno Daksha and all the universes are coming from his king holes, as Garbo Daksha and all the 14 planets are coming, so
Everything is coming from him.
he is there in every atom and subatom.
Exists in everything. Adam tarasta pramanu chayantas. Everywhere. He wants everything. Yes.
Like if we think of, for ourselves, ownership means like we're taking care of it, it's under our care. And since everything is coming from Krishna and not even a blade of grass moves without his sanction, everything is directly under Krishna's care. Therefore he's a proprietor.
Very good. So if I have accident that is approved by Krishna, huh? If I have accident now, that is Krishna approved that.
Sanction.
Huh?
Sanction.
Sure.
Krishna sanction because we are naughty.
We'll tell Krishna, thank you. Eh? We'll tell Krishna, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Even Krishna sanctioned death in this material universe.
Very good. So if he can sanction that, so what is accident? This is part of the means to do his duty. Thank you. So he supported you. That's correct. Thank you. The thing is that we should not just philosophically speak about these things and just speak about them and read them and hear them and speak them, but we should really accept them in reality. Because it will happen. It will happen. That we will experience a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges. The challenges which we experience in our Christian consciousness shouldn't take us away from Krishna. We shouldn't misunderstand Krishna. We shouldn't see that Krishna is very cruel. Don't think that Krishna is important, or no, he has lost his position as the Supreme God because he has so many devotees, he has divided himself all limitedly. Now he has lost his balance. No, he's still the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Mayavadis, they give example, and they say Krishna is complete. Yes, we're talking about that. So Krishna is complete. So you take a piece of paper. So it's complete, right? and you tear it all into pieces, 100 pieces, which one is complete? Which of them is complete?
Everything is complete because the atom is not divisible. So
Now,
something is
see, show me this piece of paper here. Which of them is complete?
all of them.
How?
Because these subatoms and all the atoms is complete. Yeah. So it cannot be divisible. If we divide to n number of times, then it comes to a point where it is not going to divide. That A is going to be complete in that sense.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. You have something else to say? Krishna, he have divided himself into so many. So, where is his complete? It's so divided.
Because everything is working perfectly. So it's
Krishna. Because everything is working perfectly according to their size and part. So it's a perfect. So it's complete. For example,
I forgot what you need to say. It happens sometimes. Sometimes it happens like that. So you miss it. So it's okay. No problem. Yes, bro.
suppose the sunlight is coming through different holes and it is splitting. It doesn't mean that it is not complete. So it is complete. We are just seeing that it is split, but the sunlight is same, complete.
All right, thank you. Well, this Krishna is a piece of paper we can divide like. First of all, is Krishna just a piece of paper we can just divide? Krishna is not a piece of paper. You're not the material thing we can just divide into pieces and then you lose balance. That is not Krishna. It's a supreme personality of Godhead. So even it doesn't matter how he multiply himself. He still remain the same. That is Krishna. So you're not a material object that after you divide it becomes useless. He is a supreme spiritual person, being. And you are giving an example. We have not seen one day the light is or have supplied so much light that now I don't have power again to generate. You don't see the sun complain like that. Huh? The sun. Has he complained? For since the beginning of the creation, the sun has been supplying the light. Is he complaining? No. That is just sun God. What about the original sun God? That is Krishna. It's perfect. It's complete. If he wants everything which we see and doesn't see, but we should use everything for his enjoyment. That is how we become complete. When we use everything for his enjoyment, we become complete. That is Krishna's position. Krishna is the proprietor of both the para and apara prakritis, because we come from him. Prabhupada mentioned that in it. This point is confirmed by the Bhagavad Gita in the 7th chapter, where para and apara prakriti are discussed. The element of nature, earth, water, fire, air, sky, mind, intelligence, and ego, all belong to the inferior or material energy of the Lord. Whereas the living being, the organic energy, is the superior energy, the para prakriti of the Lord. Both the prakritis or energies are emanations from the Lord, and ultimately he is a controller of everything that exists. This is Krishna. There is nothing in the universe which does not belong either to the para or the apara prakriti. And therefore, everything is under the proprietary right of the Supreme Being. Is anything here which is created by our scientists? Anything in this universe? Our scientists provided them? But when we say discover, what is the meaning in when you say discover? Discover means what?
That is already there.
Something which is already there. We have been fools for we are fools for a long time that we didn't know that this thing had been there. Only when they become wise to say, oh, this is here. So we should be ashamed not to say we have discovered something and get the prize for it. We should be ashamed for that. Be ashamed of being foolish for such a long time. Since time immemorial, we've been foolish. Well, we are getting prizes for being a fool. That's the problem. The material. It's a problem. So there's nothing which does not come from Krishna that one can claim a proprietorship over. There's nothing, including ourselves, who claiming whatever Krishna has given to us. We are Krishna's parts and parcel. So if we are obedient children, we should use Krishna's properties for his enjoyment, for his pleasure. That is our duty. Isopanishad is here for that, to give us this knowledge. So is it keeping us close to Vishnu? This mantra, is it keeping us close to Vishnu? Yesterday we mentioned that. Isopanishad means to keep us very close to. So is it keeping us close? Yes. It's keeping us close to Vishnu. Yes. Prabhupada give an example. The Supreme Being is often compared with fire, and everything organic and inorganic is compared with the heat and light of the fire. The fire distributes energy in the form of heat and light. And likewise, the Lord displays his energy in different ways. He remains the ultimate controller, sustainer, and dictator over everything. He is full of potencies, the knower of everything, the benefactor of everyone, and is full of all inconceivable potencies, opulences, like power, wealth, fame, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation. Therefore, with this knowledge, there's a warning from Isopanishad. One should therefore be intelligent enough to know that except for the Lord, no one is the proprietor of anything. One should accept only the things which are set aside by the Lord as his quota. What is our quota? What is our quota?
Are they things that come naturally?
Things that come naturally. Very good. Yes, this is what of karma afford. Very good. Yes.
As per the law of karma, what is given to us that can be given as quota, whether it is pain or pleasure.
Okay. All right. Pleasure, pain is our quota. So we should accept them nicely. Very good. Yes.
What we are getting naturally, not endeavoring so much.
Okay.
I mean, what we are getting so easily, that is.
Okay. Good. Very good. Yes, bro. Bhagwan.
Our property.
Property.
That laptop.
Yes.
You bought it. It's your quota.
This is my quota. Thank you.
It's his quota.
It's a quota.
He has
Very
to
good.
receive.
Yes. A microphone in your hand.
It belongs
Yeah,
to
quota.
Blackpool Institute.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Yes. Some more? A quota. What is set aside? Yes, Prabhu.
First, read the Isopanishad. I was like, back in 1970, and I came across this word quota.
Yes.
I thought of it like just what you need to keep the body and soul together. That's how I was looking at it.
Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Prabhupada said that here in the purport. Yes. Yes. The cow, for example, gives milk, but she does not drink the milk. Her milk is designated as food for the human being. The cow eats grass and straw, but does not drink her own milk. Such is the arrangement of the Lord. And we should be satisfied with the things that have been very kindly set aside for us by Him. So eating meat is our quota? No. Drinking alcohol is our quota? No. Illicit sex, gambling is our quota? No. No. So we are acting against the principle of Isaiah Basham. That is why we are suffering. So Srila Prabhupada said, we should not be surprised why we are suffering. We should know why we are suffering. Especially we devotees. We should know why we are suffering. Because we are not keeping to this principle. So we should know. All of us should know. The cow will not drink the milk that they produce. But human being will eat his meat, her meat. It's not our quota. It is wrong. You see, the animals do not transgress the law of nature. Only human beings transgresses the law of nature. That is why Narayana Muni said, of all the species of life, he made experiment visiting and associating with all the species of life. He found out that only human beings are more miserable than other species of life. Yeah, because we have scripture, we have religion, but we don't follow it. Animals don't have religion, animal doesn't have a scripture, but they follow their dharma. We don't follow what we're supposed to do. Therefore, we can go up or we can go down due to our action. So Prabhupada is warning. Yes.
One question. So, like Prabhupada said, Prabhupada said, like, a human being with just a piece of land and a cow is enough to maintain the life.
Yes.
Okay? So we go beyond that, go to work, earn and everything, and then we use that money for, spreading Krishna consciousness and all that. Is that still fall under this Isavasham principle?
The land belongs to Krishna. So if you use the whole land available for Krishna service, that is wonderful. That is not against the principle. It goes against the principle when we are using it for ourselves. Then it goes against the principle. But if you use everything, whatever it is, in Krishna service, that is bona fide.
So we can be greedy, to earn more, but we use that for
Srila Prabhupada wanted the whole money in the world. All the whole world should give him the money. That is greed. But Rupa Goswami approved it. We should be greedy for Krishna. That is spiritual greed. Pure love of God is so rare, very difficult. If you see any way, pay any price. That is greed. Saru Damodara Goswami used the word greed for Krishna. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishna became greedy. And that led him to take the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu the greed of Krishna led him to become Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is spiritual greed. That's authorized. Ramanujacharya, he constructed his temple. He was eating for chapatis before then. After he finished with all the opulences, he still maintained 4 chapatis, not 10. This is a quarter, taking 1 quarter. He didn't feel, okay, now I was fasting because there were no opulence. Now that I have opulence, let me. No, he maintained the same thing. That is our quarter, taking quarter. All right? Yes, sir.
So we usually think of this as not taking more than our quota. Is there such a thing as taking less than our quota?
Well, if you don't maintain your body for Krishna service, that is less. That's less. That means we are taking less and will be ineffective in our service. So that is considered less. So we do things perfectly. That is the instruction. Isopanishad is guiding us to do things perfectly. Because anything which is perfectly done also will bring a perfect result, and everybody will enjoy it. Everybody will enjoy it. So Krishna consciousness is to make us a perfect being that the whole world will benefit. Prabhupada mentioned one pure devotee of Krishna, one pure devotee. He didn't call his name, but it is him. One pure devotee can. You are referring to Dhira Maharaj. Dhira Maharaj's austerity choked the whole universe. The activity of a pure devotee will also affect the whole universe. So we see the same thing in Prabhupada. His activity affected the whole universe. That's how you know a pure devotee. The quality is. Why? They have the vision to use everything for Krishna. So they know the principle is salvation. And they live their life perfectly according to that. And their duty of coming here is to help us become realized about what we are missing in Krishna consciousness. Right? As a cow, don't create the building materials which we dwell in. And an example Prabhupada gave here. Take, for example, our dwelling house, which is made of earth, wood, stone, iron, cement, and so many other material things. If you think in terms of Sri Isopanishad, then we must know that we cannot produce any of the above-mentioned building materials ourselves. We can simply bring them together and transform them into different shapes by our labor. A laborer cannot claim to be the proprietor of a thing just because he has worked hard to manufacture it. If a landlord, a landowner gives a contract to the building contractor after building the house, will he claim it? I built the house. Can he claim it? No. But this is what we are doing. This is what we are doing. Everybody knows the answer is no, but this is what we are doing. We are claiming Krishna's properties. And Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, how can a thief, how do you put it? Proper using a proper. A thief and a sinful person, how can they be happy? Prabhupada said, it's not possible. He has said impossible. Impossible is the word in the full dictionary. But here he said impossible. That's a tint here. Wherever is applicable to make the sense is applied. That's our principle. So that a civil engineer constructed a building does not qualify him to claim the building because the material were given to him by the landlord. In the same way, our scientists cannot claim proprietorship over making the microphone. Who gave them the intelligence to manufacture it? Scientific society. They give scientists the intelligence to manufacture all these things? No. They were all Krishnas. The intelligence came from Krishna. The material came from Krishna. The ability came from Krishna. Suppose Krishna decide you are a building contractor, you wouldn't go to the site today. Will you go? If Krishna said today you are not going to the site to do your work, the one leg is paralyzed. You can go there? No. You cannot go there. That is how helpless we are. But in ignorance, we are claiming as important. Our importance is obedience to Krishna, which he would say. Obedience to Krishna. That's our importance. There is always this great quarrel between the laborers and the capitalists. The quarrel has now taken an international shape, and the world is in danger. Men face each other in enmity, just like cats and dogs snarling. Sri Isopanishad cannot give advice to the cats and dogs, but it delivers the message of Godhead to man through the bona fide acharyas, or holy teachers. And the human race may take this Vedic wisdom from Sri Isopanishad, that no one should quarrel over material possessions. We met all of them here, and we are going to leave everything here. The only thing we are going to take with us is what? What's the only thing we are going to take? All the material things we worked so hard to acquire, we met all of them here. Right? We acquired them and we're going to leave all of them here and go empty-handed. Only one thing we will take with us. What is that? What is that? Only one thing which we will take. We came and made everything in this material world. Everything, right? And we are going to, while we are here, we struggle like anything to get as much as we can within the karma. But we are going to leave everything, not a single thing we are going to take. Only one thing we are going to take from our struggle.
Our deeds.
Our deeds? Yes, brother. Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Only one thing we are going to take.
That is our consciousness towards the God. That is the only thing we can do.
For you as a devotee, or a non-devotee.
For a non-devotee, for the next life, obviously, the subtle body will go together.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. What's inside the subtle body? Pure love of Godhead. Okay, thank you. Thank you. What is inside the subtle body? Inside the subtle body. What is inside the subtle body? Desires.
Mind, intelligence, ego.
Mind, force, intelligence. Okay.
Especially desires are there.
Okay. Yes, Prabhu. Bhagavan Prabhu.
impressions we made in this life, all the impressions we carry, the subtle body carries the impressions, like air carries the aromas.
Very good, very good. Paran Prabhu.
If we are fortunate enough to have received the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we get to take that with us when we leave.
Very good.
The only thing we own.
Yes, devotees who are chanting Hare Krishna, that is our profit. That's what we are going to take with us. So for non-devotees, what will they take?
Reactions of our karma.
Our sinful activity, the result of our sinful activities would from all the things we have acquired in this body, all the things we acquired, the sinful reaction from them, that is the only thing the non-devotees are going to take with them. Everything, all the physical things will be left here. Not even one we are going to take with us. Not even our sweet wife or obedient children. None of them we're going to take. Only the sinful reactions we're going to take from all these things we acquired. Only devotees will take the holy name because that is what we have chanted. Therefore, the principle of Isopanishad has to be followed. That we should not unnecessarily take things which belongs to others or misuse what belongs to Krishna. Everything are meant for Krishna's satisfaction because everything are his properties. Thank you for that contribution. Thank you. At the principle. Want to ask something? All right, so we continue. Here, Prabhupada mentioned the capitalist and the communist. What is it? Communist and capitalist. What is it? What is it? Yes?
Both are same. Capitalists, they accumulate the wealth for themselves, and communists, they think that the wealth is for the state.
Okay, very good. Very good. Anyone else to contribute?
But in both cases, they forget that whatever feeling that there is own is always created by Krishna.
Very good. That is a mistake. Very good. Yeah. Yeah, correct. What else? What is it? Capitalist and a communist. What are they? What are they really doing? What are they doing? What are they? In reality. Yes, Paul.
Well, the capitalists are claiming proprietorship over the resources of the world.
Yes.
That's within their reach, or that they can acquire by force.
Right.
The communists represent the workers that the capitalists are using. But the communist philosophy is that everything should be shared amongst all the workers equally.
Yes.
Not that one person should have more than another. So it's diametrically opposed how you distribute the resources or acquire and use the resources of the world. As much as you can keep for yourself versus you have to give up and share equally with everybody in the world.
Very good. Very good. Perfect. Yes, bro.
Communism generally encourages atheism. They don't like this conception of God. So, in that way, Srila Prabhupada said that communists are more dangerous than capitalists.
Communist is more dangerous than capitalist. Why?
Because they encourage atheism. They don't like the conception of God.
Okay. Okay, very good. Yes, bro. Mike is.
In communism, they're trying to create a utopia where if everyone is equal, that's a kind of utopian society.
Yes.
Now, the political ideology about being atheist, that's a whole different aspect of communism.
Right.
But the basic principle of it is a utopian society. They just don't know how to, in truth, you can't create a utopian society unless you first accept God as the owner and proprietor and controller of everything, not you, not your government group.
Very good.
So what he said is partly true, but it's really based on a utopia vision.
Very good.
That they just can't fulfill because they're leaving out Krishna.
Exactly. That was going to be my second question. What is the problem with both of them? That was my second question. So what is the problem with both of them? What is their mistake? What is their fault? Probably mention some part.
Monopolies increase, and as a student of economics, without the spiritual angle, I can tell you, in communism where it's failed because when it's so established in countries like Russia, that time a lot of poverties are there. But ultimately the economics and the humans' wants are unlimited. So when you are getting, till you are getting bread, you are satisfied. Once you are getting bread, you are demanding cakes. So there's the communism is failed.
Thank you. Very good. Yes.
The capitalists, they claim the proprietorship of the property.
Yes.
And the communist, the country claims the proprietor of the own property.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, bro.
Both do not recognize.
Thank you.
Both do not recognize everything belongs.
Yeah, both of them didn't recognize the position of Krishna. So they are all failure. Both of them.
Anything when it goes on extreme level, they forget the social and the spiritual responsibilities.
Yes. Capital is just a society of getting and taking. Just to take. This is capitalism, to take, just to get. That's all. And communism is a covered capitalism. That's what they are. Disguised capitalism. And yes, bro.
The communists talk a good game. They promise equality, like Ravishar Prabhu was saying, but what they actually deliver is that everything belongs to the government.
Yes.
When the
covered
communists
capitalism.
take over a country,
yes,
like North Korea or China,
right.
The equality thing doesn't actually happen.
No.
What happens is that the people who run the government get more, and the people who aren't part of the who aren't close to the government get less.
Perfect. That's why I said it is covered capitalism. Yes, that is what they are. And both of them did not recognize Krishna. Krishna is not in their center. Therefore, Isopanishad, as the Papa, they are giving us the spiritual communism, which is, Prabhupada saying, Krishna in the center. Krishna in the center of our activities. Therefore, in order to save themselves, both must follow the instruction of Sri Isopanishad and thus bring peace to the world. Putting Krishna in the center of the activities. That is the spiritual communism. Without Krishna in the center, they are all the same thing, cat and dog fighting each other. That's all. Everybody is claiming right. And the right does not yield any good for anybody. It is also wrong to consider that simply by becoming a vegetarian, one can save himself from transgressing the laws of nature. Vegetables also have life. One life is meant to feed another living being, and that is the law of nature. One should not be proud of being a strict vegetarian. The point is to recognize the Supreme Lord. The animals have not developed a consciousness to recognize the Lord. But a human being is sufficiently intelligent to take lessons from the Vedic literature and thereby know how the laws of nature are working and derive profit out of such knowledge. If a man neglected the instruction of the Vedic literature, his life is very risky. The human being is therefore required to recognize the authority of the Supreme. He must be a devotee of the Lord. He must offer everything to the service of the Lord and partake of only the remnant of foods of power to the Lord. That will make him able to discharge his duty properly. That's the principle of the Isopanishad. The root of sin is deliberate disobedience, which is the connection to the next, to the third. 1, 2, 3, they are connected. 2 is falling, is Isopanishad principle, and the third mantra is not falling, and the consequences we will see to it. The root of sin is deliberate disobedience to the laws of nature, through not recognizing the proprietorship of the Lord. Disobedience to the laws of nature or disobedience to the order of the Lord will bring ruin to the human being. On the other hand, if one is sober and knows the laws of nature without being influenced by unnecessary attachment or abhorrence, he is sure to be recognized again by the Lord, and thus become eligible for going back to Godhead, back to the eternal home. That means Krishna has not forgotten us. So if you rectify ourselves, Krishna is ready to take us back. He will take him back to any question on that? This is mantra 1. Otherwise, we move to the second mantra. So we go to the next one, right? Okay. Now we go to mantra 2, and then we go there again. All right, mantra 2. Shall we chant the mantra? Kurvan ebe hakarmani jijik dikshes chatam samaha evam tvayi nanyakto tirsti na karma dipyate nare. Want to read the translation? Anyone can
One
read?
may aspire to live for hundreds of years if he continuously goes on working in that way. For that sort of work will not bind him to the law of karma. There is no alternative to this way for man.
Thank you. Mantra 2 explains the benefit of working in the Isavasha conception. One becomes free. The consequence is that one becomes free from karmic reactions and act on the liberated platform. Is the benefit. Acting in Isavasha consciousness, karma yoga. So we have 3 sections here: the problems, the solution, the benefits of solution. What is it? Karma kanda, bondage, material existence. Why? Because we are transgressing the laws of nature by not acting according to one's prescribed duties. How is that? Because of sense gratification and various isms. The cycle of birth and death is present in life other than human form. When the living entity gets the chance for human life, however, it is his chance to get free from the chain of the laws of karma. Karma, akarma, and vikarma are principles very clearly described in Bhagavad Gita. Actions which are done in terms of the prescribed duties mentioned in the revealed scriptures are called karma. Actions which make one free from the cycle of birth and death are called akarma. And actions which are performed by the misuse of one's freedom, thereby directing oneself towards the lower region of life, are called vikarma. Karma, akarma, vikarma. It acts only in human form of life, not in animal. Not the animal platform, only in human platform. We get a reaction of our activities. We don't take animals to court if they eat our food in the house. you don't hold animal guilty for trespassing. But human beings can be accused of trespassing. Why? Because we have the responsibility to execute. We are responsible for all our activities. Animals, way is always going up. It doesn't go up and down like human. In human platform, you can go, you can come down, you can remain. But for animal, it's always up. The evolution is always one way. So if a human being lives an irresponsible life like an animal, it is risky life. It's a risky life. What is the example of vikarma? What is the example? Vikarma. Huh? Say something. Say something. We say something? Yes, go ahead. Okay. My question was, what is the consequences of vikarma? Vikarma. Yes.
Example or consequence?
Yeah.
No, which one?
The consequence.
The consequence.
Yes. Vikarma.
Lower species.
Hellish planet.
Lower, he will go with the lower
down,
species of high.
go downward. Yes,
Yes,
very good.
because he is against the prescribed duties.
Very good. Only that? Yes.
It's like social irregularities. Remember?
Social irregularities.
Yeah, like after the Battle of Kurukshetra, there's a lot of social in everything.
Okay. Poverty. Ugliness. Uneducated. Right? Many. And more? Yes. Go ahead.
Getting less intelligence, less wealth.
Less intelligence. Well.
Some getting angry at you.
Very good. Yes, I wanted to say something. Yeah. Do you want to say something? Okay. Okay, yeah.
Famine and scarcity.
Yeah,
And
famine,
disease and
earthquake,
natural disasters.
yeah. COVID-19,
Getting a disability body.
disabled body, deformity, a big karma. Yes. The law of nature comes heavily upon us.
Unnecessary diseases.
Yeah. Disease. Yeah.
Someone following eating alcohol or look at problems in their material body.
That's true. That's true. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Of these three categories of activities, the one which makes one free from the cycle of further bondage to karma is performed by intelligent men. Who are the intelligent men? Who are the intelligent men? Who are the intelligent men? Proper saying. Just read it. Intelligent men.
Who take up the Krishna consciousness movement or intent. Bhajan Imam Sumedha sir.
The devotees.
Yeah.
Devotees are intelligent men. Very good.
That's almost same answer. Who is taking the
Taken to Krishna.
taking the shelter? Yes.
To Krishna.
Krishna.
One who following the Isavasham principle.
Yes. who is
Very good.
following
Very good. It's intelligent men. Ordinary men want to perform good work in order to be recognized and to achieve some status in life. Status of life. In this world or in heaven. But more advanced men want to be free altogether from the actions and reactions of work. In other words, all the charitable foundations for taking care of humans' difficulties, for education, for poverty relief programs, and all kinds of, they are all what? All of them are what? Useless. They're useless. I saw many times. I saw many times in Vrindavan. People are distributing grains on Ekadasi Day. Is that charity? Is that good work? On Ekadasi Day are distributing grains. Regularly, I said. Is that charity?
No, in Ekadashi you can do the fast without grains. How can you commit charity sometimes?
People are doing that. I've seen many times.
With Ekadashi we follow that strict principle that we can't eat grains.
Properly intelligent men. Some intelligent, those who are not intelligent, they will distribute grains on the Ekadasi. I've also seen an ISKCON temple. I've seen an ISKCON temple. Giving grains on the Ekadasi day to those who come to the temple. Is it not?
That is not right, but that is not right.
Many ISKCON temple I have seen. One day I was in the temple. They were serving the sweet rice prasadam. So I went to take care of my deities. When I came back for Guru Puja in the class, everything disappeared. I was curious because it's a surprise for me. I said, Prabhu, what happened to the sweet rice prasadam? He said, oh, we have given it to the guest. I said, why? No, they eat grains in their house. I said, then they also eat meat in their house. They also eat meat in their house. So give them also. Is it not? So give them. And one other temple I visited, and the Ekadasi there, the governorship was full of grains and wide open. And many people are buying and eating in the temple. So I just want to convince myself. I went to this, I entered the shop to check. I said, what is this? He said, grains. I said, what is today? Ekadasi. Then I left. I went to the temple president. I said, Prabhu, I saw in your temple grains are being distributed profusely in the Ekadasi day. He said, yeah, Maharaj, so we need money to maintain the temple. I said, Prabhu, I want you to convince me that 2 days in a month, this temple will close if you don't give grains to people. Please convince me with philosophy. And he kept quiet. And he admitted that this is wrong. How can we be so faithless in Christian consciousness? How? Is it faith in Krishna that we are distributing a grace on the Ekadasi day just to maintain our temple? I'm seeing something in our movement. We say something very far and forgetting that we are doing the same thing. We are doing the same thing, but we speak about as others should not do it, but we should do it because we are transcendental. Is that transcendence? To distribute grains on the Ekadasi day so we can maintain the temple. Just 2 days in a month. If you don't sell grains, the temple will close. Only 2 days, not 2 weeks. Yes, Prabhu.
I have one question that during Ekadashi, Krishna does not have all those Savadana and Ekadashi Krishna. So in case if a Rajbhog is being prepared for Krishna, so we cannot keep it for 1 day and eat it the next day in Dwadashi.
Why?
We have to distribute it.
Why? Why cannot keep it?
Assuming that that's my question.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri, not in Mayapur, not in Vrindavan, Jagannath Puri, he told Jagadananda Pandit, Mahaprasada, Mahaprasada should not be taken, let it be kept till next day. And we are saying that it should not be kept till next day. Whom should we follow? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or we? He said it in Jagannath Puri. Why Jagannath Puri? That is a place for eating. And where people also don't observe Ekadasi. It is there Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no grains on Ekadasi. Jagadananda Pandit recorded. Yeah, he recorded in his book, Pembi Bharata. Yes,
just we can remember the story that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati didn't take so seriously Ekadashi. More important, he was saying that was seva. There's a story about that some brahmacharis also lying on the Ekadashi. They have no power to do something. So just he told, he made a kishi and go and distribute books, go preach. And just it is important that, but also like right now in this call is widely spread like to make some Ekadashi nights to chant holy name, everything. But Prabhupada, I didn't hear that he emphasized so much Ekadashi in this way. Maybe I'm wrong.
So Prabhupada said we should eat grains on Ekadasi? No, I just want to know. So Prabhupada said we should eat grains on Ekadasi? In the Prabhupada's purport?
He didn't.
Huh?
No, of course he didn't say to eat grains, but I didn't hear that it was so much emphasized that. Just like I have like personal some things like when the children, I'm a Vihasta, like I had a wife and she was so concerned about that my child was, it's important to eat something, grains, yes?
There are so many Ekadasi preparations, many nutritious Ekadasi preparations. Why are we so faithless? Prabhupada. Every time Prabhupada.
This kind of story of Bhaktivedanta Saraswati when he made the kitchen.
That is a circumstantial something, not a regular statement. We should know what is a circumstance and something which is normal. They are not the same. We should be convinced about that. You understand?
Yes, I understand.
Yes. So it's something which is an emergency. That's a different thing. Yes.
Actually, if it is under our jurisdiction in Ekadasi, then we should serve Ekadasi Prasadam only.
Yes.
But then, some argument is there. Anyway, even if we give Ekadasi Prasadam, they'll just go outside of the gate and they'll eat the food outside, the karmis. So why should we take so much of trouble of making Ekadasi Prasadam and feeding?
That is lazy argument. Lazy argument. So give them what they eat in their house. Why all the grains? So give them meat, give them alcohol, give them also. They do that in their house, so give to them.
When I was in charge of the Light guest house, I was never giving non-Ekadasi food in Ekadasi.
Yes.
And even our Ramadan also, now we are getting Ekadasi Prasadam. But somehow or other, the other departments here in Mayapur also, they think that, well, it is costly, and anyway people they are breaking, so why should we take
it? Look, check very carefully. Check, look at all of our devotees very carefully. 80% of Hare Krishna devotees feel insecure. 80% of Hare Krishna devotees feel insecure. Worried about their future. Insecure. We're worried about our future. Why? We are deviating seriously from what Prabhupada gave to us. So much deviation is going on in our life. And that's the consequences. Insecurity. Deviation. Let us, yes, Prabhu.
I don't want to say anything offensive.
Yes.
I am totally astonished by these conversations. That anyone would think that Prabhupada did not instruct us to observe Ekadasi. I'm just astonished.
Yes.
That anyone would think it's okay to not observe it.
Yes.
As a devotee in a community.
Yes.
I mean, to my mind, the only time I think Krishna would allow, or Prabhupada would allow someone to violate this very simple rule, when there's so much other types of prasadam, is if none of those other types of prasadam are available, you're in a war zone, and you're starving, and this is all that there is.
Yes.
Short of that type of emergency situation, circumstance, all this other stuff about what people think, oh, we need it for our health, or it's too much trouble, or it's too expensive. This is all nonsense, sense gratification.
Complete nonsense, Prabhu. Thank you.
Nonsense.
Complete. Thank you. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Chita Mahaprabhu, Chita Chatamrita. Who gave us Chita Chatamrita? Who gave us Chita Chatamrita? Krishna didn't give me Charitamrita. Who gave it to Prabhupada? Prabhupada gave me Charitamrita. Prabhupada, I don't know. Krishna Das, Prabhupada who gave me what is purport for making me understand what is it.
Just one last point.
Yeah.
He made is very clear in the most important book for devotee lifestyle, which is the Nectar of Devotion.
Yes.
It's clearly required that we observe Ekadasi.
Right.
There's no room for anybody to wiggle out of observing Ekadasi.
Right. Thank you very much for that. Thank you.
My feeling is that the devotees that feel the future is insecure are not depending on Krishna's mercy enough to understand that their option for Ekadashi, if food is too expensive, is not to eat.
How can salad be too expensive? How can fruit be too expensive?
That is a creation of our stupid mind. Our stupid mind create all these illusions, and we are foolishly accepting the dictation of our mind.
So
that is the problem.
I'm taking the devil's part.
Huh?
Now I'm taking the devil's part. I mean, I'm just. My point is that.
Devil's advocate.
Okay.
See, we are devotees are fasting anyway. They are observing Ekadasi, but when people are coming here in thousands and thousands of numbers, maybe in a day 20,000 people. So in that case, serving the grain to the regular breaker of Ekadasi. Anyway, they break Ekadasi. So.
Prabhu, I don't agree with this thing. I don't agree with it. Please, let us not change proper movement. Please, let us not change proper movement. There's so much deviation already going. Please, let us leave the movement as it is.
You are suggesting that everywhere in Mayapur, at least in ISKCON, whatever food we are serving in Ekadasi should be completely Ekadasi food, Anukalpa.
Yes!
Then you have to give the suggestions to
When Prabhupada was here, we did not have this huge Mayapur community.
Yes.
Okay. But we had in every temple big Sunday love feasts.
Yes.
Now, if Ekadasi happened to fall on that Sunday, the whole feast was Ekadasi preparations.
That's all.
And it was sumptuous, and no guest ever had any objection. It was really a feast.
Yes.
Not just lettuce, I didn't mean to say. But, so if we are dealing with a different scale here, but you make Ekadasi preps, none of our pilgrims and visitors will think about it if we tell them this is a holiday.
Yes.
In fact,
yes,
they'll be benefited.
Yes.
With a simple explanation. This is a holiday. We don't eat grains this one day, and it's so healthy for you.
Yes.
And it's what Krishna wants.
Thank you very much, brother. Thank you. Yes, we take break. We're going to take break now. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu specifically asked his mother, my dear mother, Sachi, please do not eat grains in the Ekadasi, even in a dream. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prabhupada gave it to us with the purport. We are deviating, I'm repeating, we are deviating, we are changing the purpose movement. That is why we are becoming insecure. Session-1. Let's take break. Let's take break.